Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you are fine and healthy as always. Yeah? Welcome to the 7th week of the Native Mobile Programming course. Today we will talk about Android UI components, and this is the part 3. Yeah, so this is the final part of the mini series about the Android UI components. Yeah, last week we have already added some UI components which are a dead picker over here. And then we have added a spinner for the movie genre. And lastly, we have created a card. Yeah, although we have not used it last week. Yeah, we will use it today. So for everyone who has just joined with me, yeah, please start from week 5. Yeah, actually, yeah, because this is a part of a mini series. Starting from week 5, yeah, you want to start from there, over there. You're creating the movie app from the beginning until the end of the 6th week. Yeah, I will give you the link to the 5th and 6th week, yeah, the first and second part of the mini series on the description below. Yeah, but for everyone else who have joined me from the beginning, then you are ready to continue. Okay, today we will talk about 4 more UI components, starting from the recycler view. Then we try to use a web view. Yeah, we have already talked about this when we encounter about hybrid application. Yeah, we will try to use a web view in our application later. The third one is an alert dialog, and the final one is a floating action button, which is part of a material design. Yeah, but for the material design, we will talk in more depth in the second part of this course. So I guess I will divide today's course into 4 videos. Yeah, right after this, we will delve right away to the recycler view. Yeah, so what is actually a recycler view? Yeah, the name is a little bit weird. Yeah, what is being recycled in this view? Yeah, so a recycler view is actually a UI component, which is a container. Yeah, it is used to display data as a list, like this one. Yeah, for example, maybe this is a Gmail or email application. Yeah, we will have a list of incoming emails in our inbox. Yeah, the second one is a travel stream, which displays, let's say, what is this? Yeah, some stories maybe with a picture, then some text and 2 buttons. Yeah, and if you notice here, this application uses card. Yeah, that's why we prepared the card in the last week. Yeah, we will use it today. So the recycler view can display lists like from a simple one to a very complex one. Yeah, for example, by using card. So in the old ways, we had what we call list view. Yeah, so list view actually functions the same way as a recycler view, but today you are highly recommended to use recycler view instead. Yeah, so because one recycler view is better, and we have a couple of reasons. Yeah, if you take a look at this picture, the implementation of list view is something like this. Yeah, so for list view, every item in the list is rendered at the same time, and then depending on the screen, then our screen may be only able to display, let's say, 10 items at a time. Yeah, but every other items uh, which are not displayed actually is still in the memory. Yeah, so list view actually take a lot of the device memory. Yeah, compared to the recycler view, yeah, for the recycler view, there is actually a limited amount of items rendered at the same time. For example, maybe 10 items at the same time. Yeah, and again, depending on the screen size, yeah, maybe only a subset of the items can be displayed at one time, maybe 8 items. Yeah, but if the recycler view is the user swipes up or swipe down, yeah, then yeah, let's say that the user swipes up. Yeah, then yeah, logically, we don't really need to access the utmost item in the recycler view. Yeah, however, the recycler view will recycle this object, yeah, this first item in the list to be the last item in the list. Yeah, so that's why it is called a recycler view, yeah, because we recycle each item according to our needs. Yeah, so a recycler view takes less memory compared to the list view. Therefore, it is actually quicker to render on the user's device. Yeah, there is one advantage of using recycler view. Another advantage is actually flexibility. Yeah, so recycler view has what we call a layout managers, yeah, to display the list of items in many type of layouts, as you can see here. Yes, here we have a list layout on the left picture, yeah, on the left image. We have a horizontal, yeah, layout and a vertical layout, yeah, although it is written list view here, but actually recycler view can also be rendered horizontally or vertically as a list. For the middle one, it uses what we call grid layout. Yeah, so every item is displayed as grids. And for the right picture, it uses a staggered layout. Yeah, so every item may have the different size according to its contents. Yeah, I think we will try some layout later. Yeah, but before we are able to try the layouts, then we need to understand how to use a recycler view. Yeah, so actually recycler view has some components here. Yeah, we have 5 components to work later. The first one is a recycler view widget itself. Yeah, it is a UI component widget to be attached on one activity. Yeah, we can drag and drop later to an activity's layout, then it is ready to use. Yeah, but before it can render any items on the screen, then we need a data source. Yeah, it is simply a collection of objects, either in array or array list or maybe a mutable list. Yeah, it's up to you. Then to actually connect the recycler view widget to the data source, we need what we call an adapter. Yeah, recycler view adapter. It serves as a bridge between the data source and the widget. Yeah, we also need a custom layout for each item in the list, if preferable. Yeah, and actually we will create our own layout. Yeah, for example, cart with many UI items inside the cart. Yeah, and then we connect this custom layout to a view holder. Yeah, a view holder is responsible for rendering each item in the list. Yeah, and it uses the custom layout for the UI. Then the adapter will use this view holder to render its content. Yeah, so actually we have 5 components here. Don't worry if it looks a little bit complicated. Yeah, we will try to prepare these components one by one. Yeah, so in this exercise, we will do these steps to understand how to use recycler view. Yeah, the first one, we will create a new activity and attach a recycler view widget. Then we create a custom layout, which is actually we have already done it. Yeah, this one. Yeah, that's why last week I told you to name it a movie card and not activity movie card. Yeah, this is the reason why. Yeah, this layout will be used as a custom layout for our recycler view later. Then we prepare data, then create the adapter. Yeah, and for the fourth part, it is the longest of these steps. Yeah, but don't worry, we will do it one by one. Okay, let's start then. Yeah, the first step is actually to deploy a recycler view. So let's create a new activity. We will name it movie list activity. Yeah. Okay. So right click here as usual. Select new activity and empty activity. I will name it movie. Oops, sorry. Do not use space. Yeah. Movie list activity and click finish. Then let's go to the layout. Yeah, while waiting for the Gradle to finish, then I will continue later. Oh, actually, we must continue now. Yeah. After the Gradle has finished, then drag and drop the recycler view to the layout and make it full screen. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's already finished. Then go to containers. Oh, actually, it's common. Yeah, it's already in the common section. Just drag and drop it. Yeah, over here. And you may see RecyclerView has 10 items by default. Yeah, and the layout is very, very simple like this. Yeah, but this is only a placeholder. If you try to run the movie list activity, you will see nothing actually. Yeah, so let's add the constraints. And I don't want any margins. I will set it 0. Then make it full screen. Just give a max constraint for both width and height. And for the ID, let's give it RecyclerView. Okay, what else? Yeah, ID RecyclerView done. Width and height as constraint done. Constraint. Okay, done. Let's continue then. The second part, the second step is to create a custom layout. And actually, we have done this step already. Yeah, if you remember from the week 6, yeah, we have created card layout, movie card XML, which only contains one card. Yeah, uh, the reason why is clear now. We will use this. Where is it? Yeah, we will use the movie card to actually display one card at a time, which will be used in the recycler view. Yeah, we will use it for the greater good now, and it is ready, but we must make some adjustment. Yeah, a little adjustment. Okay, make sure the card is now constrained to all direction for the card. Yeah, previously I think we have not constrained it to the bottom. Yeah, for the bottom one. Now we must constrain it. Yeah, and let the constraints be 8 vertically and 24 horizontally. Okay, 24, 24. Change to 8 for the top and change 8 also for the bottom. Yeah, but as you can see here, now my card is rendered at the center of the screen, yeah, vertically. Yeah, this is not actually what we want. So the constraint layout for the parent one, we must set it to wrap content instead of match constraint. Yeah, if we don't change it, then for each items in the recycler view, yeah, it will be rendered exactly one screen at a time. Yeah, yeah, we don't want that. So for the layout height, change it to wrap content. Yeah, so your card looks like this. Yeah, there are some white spaces in the bottom. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's all. The third step is to prepare a data source. In this case, we will create array list of objects. Yeah, let's prepare a data class first. We will create a movie data class. Okay, right click on your package, then select new Kotlin class or file, name it movie, and select data class. Yeah, then complete the fields or for the properties, yeah, title, rating, show date, URL, and string. All of them are strings. Okay, the first one, title, yeah. All of them are files. If you want to change the contents later, then just change it to files, yeah. But for now, I will use file also, title, and then rating, file rating, string, file show date, show, not shoe. Show date string, and then URL and IMDb URL. Yeah, file URL string and file IMDb URL also a string. Okay, yeah, we have 5 attributes over here, and if you notice in our form, actually we have so many attributes here. Yeah, if you want, you can edit later. Yeah, so for example, I had not prepared any field for storing runtime, features, showing on, yeah, and genre. Yeah, you can edit later. Yeah, for now we only store these 5 data. Okay, now let's prepare an array list to hold some movie objects. Yeah, you can use list instead of array list. Yeah, but in Kotlin, we have 2 types of list actually. Yeah, the first one is an immutable. Yeah, immutable means the contents may not be changed. Yeah, and the second is mutable. So to simplify things, we will use an array list. Yeah, because we want to add some data or remove some data later. Yeah, if you use an array, then the content it cannot be changed later. Okay, let's prepare an array list in our global. Oh yeah, mine is global data. Let's prepare file movies equals to, and yeah, you can copy from the Kotlin playground over here. I will provide the link to in the description below. Yeah, I have created. Oh, actually, this is the old code. I will give you the latest code. Yeah, because here we have some unnecessary conversion. Yeah, if you take a look here, yeah, my movies file is actually an array list of movie, but I used an array list constructor. Then I use a list of. Yeah, we don't really need to create list then convert it to an array list, but instead we can just use array list of. Yeah, this is the quickest way to create an array list. Yeah, I will copy this, and yeah, I will give you the latest link in the description later for you to copy. Yeah, something like this. And actually we can remove the type specification. Yeah, so it is fine to define the array list as an array list of movies like this. Yeah, so the type specification is optional. We can do something like this. Okay, I think I will save this one. Yeah, I will generate a new link. Then, yeah, later I will give you this link. Yeah, let me change my presentation first, so I don't forget to give you the latest link. Yeah, and for everyone else who can get the presentation, then don't worry, I will give it to in the description. Okay, let's continue then. Yeah, array list of acts like array of, but instead it creates an array list. Now the third step is complete. The next step is a little bit longer. Yeah, this one we must create an adapter. Yeah, specifically it is a RecyclerView adapter. So the adapter functions as a bridge between the RecyclerView widget and the data source. Yeah, to create an adapter, we need to create our own class. So let's do that. Yeah, the class name is a movie adapter. Movie adapter. Yeah, and we must extend the class from a RecyclerView.adapter. Yeah, give it the parenthesis, then extend from RecyclerView dot adapter. Yeah, as you can see here, we need to specify a VH. Yeah, what is a VH? It stands for view holder. Yeah, for now, just leave it empty. We have some errors, but ignore it for now. Yeah, we will create the view holder right away after this. Yeah, so an adapter requires a view holder. To simplify the number of classes we need to create, yeah, we will create the view holder as a nested class inside the adapter, yeah, or it is called inner class. Yeah, because we don't really need to use the movie view holder outside of the adapter. We will create it only inside the movie adapter. Yeah, so it doesn't exist outside movie adapter. Yeah, so add another class inside the movie adapter, class movie view holder, and it requires a parameter which is a v or view. Yeah, it is a view, and it is extended from a RecyclerView view holder. And this class requires a parameter for the constructor, a view holder. Yeah, sorry, not a view holder, but a view. Yeah, later we will use this view object to customize the layout with our own custom layout. Okay, then, so inside, let's create another class, class movie view holder with a file v, or I don't really like to, oops, yeah, the view is not RecyclerView, but it is only a view. And let's extend this class from RecyclerView dot view holder and pass our view parameter, or actually it is a attribute, yeah, or property. Yeah. We pass our view property from the movie view holder to the constructor of a RecyclerView dot view holder. Yeah, and then we can use this class right away to fill in the missing view holder, yeah, in the type of the adapter. So go here and type your class name for the view holder, movie view holder. Yeah, and we still get an error here. Why? Because actually RecyclerView.adapter is an abstract class. Yeah, so we need to implement all members of the adapter class. Yeah, just implement members over here. Then select all methods or all functions. Click OK. Yeah, and we will have 3 functions generated for us on onCreateViewHolder, onBindViewHolder, and getItemCount. With all of them are generated with to do. Yeah, to do means that, yeah, as it says, yeah, we must change this to do with anything. Yeah, if not, if you try to run your application with to do expression, yeah, inside any of your code, then Android Studio will complain. Yeah, you must implement this to do. Okay, but what are these functions actually? Yeah, we will learn one by one. Yeah, for the view holder, let's see. Yeah, we must override this function for the onCreateViewHolder. Yeah, do it something like this. Yeah, we will create an inflator. Yeah, from this expression. Yeah, and the inflator is actually used to inflate. Yeah, inflate in the Android terms is actually translate a layout XML to view objects. Yeah, for us to be able to change anything inside the layout. Yeah, and then this inflator is wrapped around within the movie view holder. Yeah, now the movie view holder object is ready to bind with the data later, we will bind it on this function, on onBindViewHolder. Yeah, for now, let's do these 3 lines. Yeah, the first one is create a layout inflator. File inflator is layout inflator dot from parent dot context. Then we have a file view inflator dot inflate. Yeah, the first one is the ID to our custom layout r dot layout layout dot movie cut. Yeah, yeah. In this slide, it is written activity movie cut, but it's actually movie cut. Yeah, uh, I will correct this later. Yeah, and then the second parameter just pass parent, and the third one just pass false. Then we can return a new movie view holder, and pass this view as the argument. Yeah, now our movie view holder contains the correct view from our movie card. Yeah, then we can bind any data associated with user interface. Yeah, in the onBindViewHolder, we can associate each data from our movie object with the correct UI elements. Yeah, we will do it in the onBindViewHolder function. Yeah, so this function connects the layout with our data. For example, in the movie title, the show date, loading poster, yeah, the image for the poster, etc. Yeah, it will be called as much as the number of the items in the data collection. So if our data contains, let's say, 8 items, then onBindViewHolder will be called 8 times. Yeah, we do something like this. First, let's get the movie first. Yeah, let's get the movies by calling the from the global, or in my case, global data, and we call the movies release by the index of position. Yeah, so position here refers to the index of a particular object in our collection or in our release. Okay, so I will get the movie first. File movie is global data dot movies by the index of position. Yeah, then I will be able to do anything like this. Yeah, let's get the URL to load to the Picasso, and then the text title. Yeah, set it by the global movies position, or simply movie. Yeah, that's why I create a new helper variable here to simplify this one. Yeah, so we don't really need to type global.movies index of position every time. Yeah, and actually, if you notice, yeah, we use, or we call holder.v, yeah, or holder.view in my case later, because my variable is view, yeah, instead of v. Yeah, you notice that holder.v is called 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Yeah, we can shorten our code by using a with block. Yeah, this is um, a new feature in Kotlin. Yeah, actually not really a new feature. It is a default feature in Kotlin, and it is called a scope function. Yeah, you can read more about scope functions here. Yeah, as you can see here, by using with, then we can shorten our code a lot. Yeah, we can create a tidier code. Yeah, let's try the with block then. Yeah, simply call with and specify the object that you want to call multiple times. Yeah, in this case, holder dot view. Then I will be able to do, okay, Picasso dot get dot load from the movie URL into, now be careful about this, yeah, into where, into this card, yeah, or into this image view, yeah, refer to the ID, yeah, the ID is image poster card, yeah. Now imagine if you have the ID as image poster, yeah, then you will have two image poster in your application, yeah, because if you remember at the main activity, yeah, this image view is also called the image poster, yeah. That's why I recommend you to actually uh, use a unique ID for every UI elements in your application, yeah, in this case in your layout. So here I can immediately refer to image poster card, yeah, and then I can call text, what is it called, yeah, this one is text title. Oops, sorry, where is it at? This one, text title dot text equals to the movie dot title. Then I have a text show date equals to the movie show date. Then I have a text rating, I think, yeah, from movie card XML. Okay, text equals to movie um, rating, and then what else? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we are finished. Yeah, so load the correct image to the image poster card, the correct image view, yeah, in this case, and then change the title, show date, and rating. We have not used the IMDb URL for now. Yeah, we will use it later. Don't worry. Okay, so there is the content of the onBindViewHolder. Yeah, if you compare, actually they are the same. Yeah, and using with, we waste one more space. So yeah, one more line with the closing curly braces. Yeah, but I think the code is easier to read. Yeah, but it's up to you. Yeah, if you are not familiar with width block, then you may write it as usual. Yeah, don't be surprised if you take a look at some examples out there. Yeah, they will use, sometimes they will use width, and actually we have multiple scope functions. Yeah, we will talk about it later. Yeah, but for now, I introduce you to the width block. Yeah, I will use it occasionally when we need to refer an object multiple times like this. Okay, and then for the get item count, returns the number of items in the collection. Yeah, this is very easy. Return global.movies.size, and as always, I can change it to the single expression function. Global data dot movies dot size. Okay, our adapter is ready. Yeah, now how to use it? Let's open our movie list activity over here. Yeah, and then we will create or actually set up the recycler view using the adapter. Yeah, now we will create what we call a linear layout manager. Yeah, layout manager is responsible to arrange the items within a recycle view in any of these ways. Yeah, either horizontally, either vertically, yeah, not vertical, vertically, or in grid or staggered. Yeah, let's create this linear layout manager first. Yeah, file linear. I usually call it linear layout manager equals to linear layout manager, and the parameter is this. Yeah, and then as you can see, I call RecyclerView multiple times. Then I can also simplify it with a with block with RecyclerView. Then I can set the layout manager is the linear layout manager. Then I use a set has fixed size. Yeah, it can increase the RecyclerView performance. Yeah. We set it as true when the size of the RecyclerView itself does not change. Yeah. Actually, when the size of the each item within a RecyclerView, yeah, either the width and the height of item, yeah, within a RecyclerView does not change. Yeah, so it is better to set has fixed size to true. Set has fixed size true, and then for the adapter we will create a new movie adapter. Yeah, so this is how to use our adapter, yeah, our movie adapter to the RecyclerView. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, and now we are ready to see the RecyclerView in action. Yeah, and actually we must change the first the default activity. Yeah, if not, then this main activity will be displayed. Okay, so I think I will change the intent filter first to the movie list activity. Oops, over here, change it here. And actually, I don't need the movie card activity. I can safely delete it. Yeah, so we only have main activity and movie list activity. Yeah, but if you are afraid, then you can leave it as it is. Yeah, I can safely delete it, and I will rerun my application, and hopefully we will see the RecyclerView in action. Okay, yeah, something like this, and because yeah, the content or the image is from the internet, then you may see that depending on the depending on your internet connection, then you may not see the image right away, as you can see with my application. Yeah, but as you can see here, we have successfully created a list using RecyclerView. Yeah, and the content is displayed within a card. Yeah, quite nice, isn't it? Yeah. Now you can create your own list in your application. Okay, what about if you want the horizontal layout? Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, lm.orientation. We can set the lm.orientation. Yeah, and sometimes you can do something like this: linear layout manager dot orientation equals to true. Oh, sorry, not true. Linear layout manager dot horizontal. Linear layout manager dot horizontal. Yeah, but sometimes in maybe in the internet somewhere, yeah, you will see some people code it like this. Yeah, it is immediately followed by apply. Then they call the orientation equals to llm dot horizontal. Yeah, this is actually the same as doing this. Yeah, later you can take a look at the scope functions. Where is the link. Yeah, this one. Yeah, as you can see here, we have actually 5 scope functions: let, with, run, apply, and also. Yeah, you can take a look at its description. Yeah, for example, like let, they have provided some examples in here, and then with. What I have just used is called apply. Yeah, so you can change it like this when you create an object. Yeah, when you create an object, for example, like person here, you can also apply some properties in the declaration or the initialization. Yeah, so you can change it person dot item dot apply, the age is 32 and the city is London. Yeah, similarly here, yeah, I am creating a linear layout manager object. Then I apply with orientation is linear layout manager dot horizontal. Yeah, so actually you can change something like this when creating an object. Yeah, you can change it immediately with apply. Yeah, for now, maybe it's a little bit weird for you. Yeah, if you are not used to it, then it's fine. Yeah, you can always write it as usual, like this. Yeah, both has the same meaning. Yeah, but after you have familiarized yourself with Kotlin more and more, then you will be able to use the scope functions, yeah, more effectively. Okay, let's try this horizontal layout then. What it looks like, yeah. Okay, and yeah, as you can see here now, my cards are displayed horizontally. Okay, so there is a linear layout manager, yeah. What about grid layout? Yeah, if you want grid layout, then delete the linear layout manager, replace it with using grid layout manager. Yeah, something like this. I will illustrate it to you. So instead of linear layout manager, then okay, yeah, I will comment this. And I think I will rename it to just layout manager, yeah, so I don't really need to change this line one by one. Layout manager. Then, oh, sorry, I can't really name it layout manager because the recycle view actually has the field or attribute of layout manager. I'll name it LM then. LM. Okay, will also leave it LM. File LM now is a grid layout manager with context is this. Then for the number of column, let's say I want 2. Yeah, but actually we need to adjust the card margin over here. If not, then yeah, it's not really, yeah, it's not looking good there, especially because we have the show date and the rating. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, it's really ugly. So you may want to change the layout in the card. Yeah, and if we have a very long name or very long title, movie title, then everything will be jumbled like this. Yeah, we may need to adjust our card layout. Yeah, but yeah, at least this is an illustration of using a grid layout. Okay, then for the staggered layout, yeah, we can use something like this. Yeah, let's try it. If I want to use a staggered layout, file LM is a stack. grid layout manager, and the parameter is the number of column and the orientation. Staggered grid layout manager, staggered grid layout manager. Oh, vertical, not horizontal. Vertical. Vertical. And then we must modify our cut so the image view height is not fixed. Let's see, where is my movie cut? Okay, this one. Now the layout height should not be fixed, but let's make it wrap content. Yeah, okay, change its height to wrap content. Do the same with the cut. It's no longer 300 dp, but wrap content. And let's take a look at the result. Yeah, okay, so this is a staggered layout. Yeah, as you can see here, if we have a tall picture, then it will be displayed, yeah, as it is. Yeah, so the height of each image or each cut is not the same. And what is this? Oh, this is extra space, yeah, because the Apollo 13 somehow for the image it is not displayed. Yeah, that's fine. And we really need to change the layout, yeah. Okay. Oh, this one I think should be wrap content also. Let's see. Oh well. For the cut is wrap content, the height is wrap content, but it is still it still looks ugly. Yeah, so we do really need to change the layout, yeah, if we want to use a staggered layout. Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, it's at least we know. Oops, not zero. Yeah, at least we know how staggered grid layout can be used for a recycle view. Yeah. Okay, I think I will revert everything back 150 dp, I think. And this one is also let's see. Yeah, I think it's a wrap content. Let me try it again. And I must revert it to linear layout manager. Yeah, I will change it back to linear layout manager. And hopefully everything is good. Not horizontal. Okay, I will delete this supply, or I will explicitly change it to vertical instead. Yeah, instead of deleting the supply. And let's see. Okay, now my card, or yeah, my recycler view looks better. Okay, nice then. Yeah, so that's all about recycler view. Yeah, we have multiple steps actually to be able to use recycler view. Yeah, but now, yeah, you can use a recycler view to display some items as list like this. Yeah, and you can use any custom layout as you wish. Yeah, just remember you need to create an adapter. Yeah, you need to create an adapter which contains a movie view holder, and you must override these three functions. Yeah, that's all about recycler view. Yeah, in the second video, we will talk about web view. Yeah, this is how a hybrid application actually use. Yeah, what is a web view? Let's take a look in the next video.